Anybody that thinks the other person is bad? I mean, she is having an affair still.
Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? I hope that you are all doing very, very well. So today we are going to be going through the subreddit r/am I the arsehole. So let's get right into that. These videos are for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do not send anyone shown in the video any kind of hate. I can take the Karens myself. Everything shown in this video is protected under the Fair Use Act. Don't come and sue me. Thanks so much for watching. Please do give the video a like and subscribe. Alright, now on to r/am I the arsehole.
A catharsis for the frustrated moral philosopher in all of us, and a place to finally find out if you were wrong in an argument that's been bothering you. Tell us about any non-violent conflict you have experienced. Give us both sides of the story and find out if you're right or you're the a-hole. Don't worry, there's only over 34,000 people judging you in here right now.
I have 3 fabulous stories for us today, so we'll go through all 3 of them now, and let me know in the comments down below if you think the person writing it is the arsehole or not. Let's get right into the cringe.
Am I the a-hole for telling my entire family that my 32 female cousins' 30 female child-free wedding isn't 100% child-free and refusing to attend? I need some insight to see if I'm in the wrong because I really don't feel like I am. I, a 32-year-old female, just received an invite to my cousin Alex's, who's a 30-year-old female's wedding. It stated on the invite that the wedding was child-free. I'm not new to child-free weddings, but what has me frustrated is the fact that there will be children in the wedding. Alex plans on having her and her future husband, who's a 33-year-old male, nieces and nephews at their wedding. I overheard her asking her sister if her niece could be the flower girl at a family get-together. This confused me because child-free means no children, so I called Alex and asked. I told her and said that if her nieces and nephews are going, then my daughter, 5, similar in age to her nieces and nephews, should be allowed to go too. Alex said that only those in the bridal party are the exception and that she wants her nieces and nephews at the wedding. When I asked why they could come and not my daughter, she said it's because she knows her nieces and nephews are well behaved, so there will be no issues. She also knows her sister and brother-in-law parent very well. And to top it off, she is a teacher who wants a day where she doesn't have to deal with the children of others. She also said she's closer to them. I told her that her reasoning was ridiculous because child-free means no kids, including her nieces and nephews. Alex told me I was more than welcome to decline the invite. So I did. I ended up venting to my mother, married to Alex's dad's brother, and while she didn't agree with Alex, she said she could understand her feelings. However, my dad didn't like it and called her dad, my Uncle Mitch, asking why my daughter could not come. Mitch told my dad that it is Alex's wedding and she can do as she pleases. He also said cousins are not the same as nieces and nephews, especially since they're in the bridal party. My dad said since Mitch is paying for it, that he should talk Alex into allowing children. But he declined and said that he and my aunt don't believe paying for the weddings gives them a say, and even if it did, he agrees with Alex. This upset my dad, so he then told other family members. Now, several family members are upset that Alex and her future husband's nieces and nephews will be there, but no one else is allowed to bring their children. We have a fairly large family, and we all watch each other's children, so finding childcare will be difficult. Most of the family say it's Alex's wedding, and her reasons make sense, but I and some of my cousins are refusing to attend. Alex doesn't seem to care one way or the other. One cousin told Alex she was bringing her child anyway, to which Alex said, "Make sure you wear sneakers so it's easier on your feet as you're escorted back to your car." Rude. which is how we found out she's having the security guard from her school checking the guest list and that he knows to not let any children in. Am I the a-hole? See, now, I would normally say it is possible that you are. However, the way this person went about telling you why there's no children, where they say that, the kids that are coming, they're well behaved and all the other kids seem to be unwell behaved. Well, I have a problem with that. In order to solve this issue, the best thing to do would be have the niece and nephews at the actual wedding ceremony to be in the wedding, and then not having them come to the reception and making the reception adults only. That would be a good way to solve this problem. I don't think anyone is necessarily the asshole here. Maybe you both being silly. This has made me laugh. It's her wedding, not some admissions policy for a restaurant. You've basically tried to speak to the manager to demand your own way at someone's wedding. Drop it before you create any more drama. Yes. You're the a-hole. I loved how her dad tried to convince the bride's dad to leverage paying for the wedding to force extended family members to be allowed to bring their kids as well. The policy the bride has is pretty standard for a child-free wedding. Many of them still include close family kids or kids in the wedding party. Every action taken by OP and those on her side just drips with entitlement. I really hope some of them do try and show up with their kids and end up being escorted out. Anyway, yeah, you're the a-hole. Judging by how OP and her family is reacting, I understand why the bride has already arranged for security at the wedding. The bride knows what they're like. It also explains why the wedding is child-free, with exceptions for people that the bride knows has well-behaved children. If OP is this entitled and can't understand the word no, what must her poor child be like? Not exactly a good role model for that 5-year-old. Even if the kid just acts exactly like adult OP, she's still someone you wouldn't want at your event. You guys are mean. Entitlement is the word that kept coming to mind as I read the OP. It reminded me of all the mothers in the entitled parent sub who think their angel should receive special treatment. She needs to get over herself. No one will miss her or her little angel at this wedding. Anybody that thinks the other person is bad? It is Alex's wedding and she can do as she pleases. Pretty much ends the discussion there. Whew, OP, you're a magician. How did this wedding turn into all about you and not the bride and the groom? Like, to be fair, the bride was a little bit rude in how she went about letting everyone know why she wanted it child-free. But as a married woman, I decided who came to my wedding and what happened at my wedding. And I think that that's how it should be. The bride and groom decide. Sorry. I just think that everyone sucks here. But maybe that's just me. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I the arsehole for possibly getting my wife arrested? Probably, but let's read it and find out what we have to say at the end. I'm a 34-year-old man. Why does age matter all the time with these? I'm just wondering, is that a big thing? Do we consider maturity and all that when we look at these? Let me know if you do. I have been married for 14 years. My high school sweetheart and I got married very young, and it wasn't the best decision. Our 2 kids are 5 and 3. That wasn't a very good intro to me thinking you have a happy family, by the way. I could go on and on about how the marriage fell apart, but that's not the point of this post. I found out about my wife's cheating 2 months ago. According to her, this affair has been going on for the last 6 months. I was out of town for work and arrived home on Thursday. I had zero idea that my wife dropped the kids off at her mother's that morning. Imagine my confusion when I arrived home and found the note. She went on a long weekend trip with the man she's sleeping with? What the? Okay, I could not. The audacity! I was extremely bothered by this. I went and picked up my kids, called my mom, and cried for an hour. She took the car I bought for her to go on a trip with this guy. I felt that was an added level of disrespect. Yeah, really. I mean, the only thing we can give her is that they left the home to have their affair. But, I mean, that was just this weekend, right? A little on her car. I bought it 4 years ago, brand new. I got a promotion and a large raise, and I thought it surprised her. But when I bought the car, I actually put it all in my name. Title and everything. I just put her on the insurance and essentially said, it's her car. So here's what I did. I feel like this should be in pro-revenge. So far, I'm on his side, okay? So here's what I did. I called the insurance agent and I told her to cancel the insurance on the car immediately. Then as soon as she confirmed she was no longer insured, I called the police and reported the car stolen. I explained to them that my wife has the car, but she's not insured. It's my car, and she took it on this trip without my knowledge. I mean, you didn't lie to the police. She is your wife. She does have the car. She doesn't have insurance right now. You don't gotta let them know that you just canceled it, right? It is your car if it's the title's in your name. And you definitely didn't know that she dropped the kids off with her mom and then took off. So, yeah, you're not lying. I haven't heard anything yet, and my wife has not returned. I'm sure something will happen soon. This is just ammunition that her attorney is going to use against you at some point. Maybe, but I mean, he does have the ammunition of the adultery, so there's that. Yeah, shots fired. I'd suggest everything from here on out, like securing your assets and getting a parenting plan, be done without the noise and by the book. You're the arsehole. I mean, she is having an affair still, right? How does the OP suck exactly? I feel like if the spouse is cheating, either one, it's no holds barred at this point. That may be true, but one comment pointed out his wife could use this against him, and another that he only screwed himself with his name on the car if she gets in an accident. I would definitely say it's not you're the arsehole. From a purely petty perspective, I'm really still on his side. Me too. He's hurt, she's being selfish and insensitive. The comment I responded to said, you're the arsehole, as if his wife wasn't having an affair. I kind of agree. There are 2 tiny children who are going to get caught in the crossfire. That's why. But again, I still feel like it's on her because she didn't think of that when she went on the vacay. Dropped them off at her mom's house without telling her husband that the kids were going to be there by anything other than a note that he found when he got home. It's all very strange. Probably not a popular opinion here, but I believe that someone wronging you doesn't give you the right to wrong them back, especially to this level. I give a solid, you're the arsehole. I feel like this one is another one where they both suck. She obviously sucks for cheating and taking off how she did with the car, and then he kind of sucks for how, he might have gotten her arrested for driving without insurance and auto theft, possibly. But, I don't know. I still feel like she kind of deserved it more than he did, right? She definitely deserved what he did to her more than no one deserves being cheated on. So there's that. But yes, they both kind of suck. Let me know in the comments what you think. Am I the arsehole for yelling at a stranger who entered my house? Right now I'm saying no, because I think most of us would yell at a random person if they just walked in, but there is obviously a story behind this, so let's hold off till we read the whole thing. Picture this. Alright, we're getting a whole story. July 4th, 2021. My household family was enjoying a barbecue dinner in the backyard. My foster children's biological father, who's a male who's 34, came to our house uninvited with his girlfriend, who's a female 21. Oh, I get why you put the ages in. Whom we have never met. Without going into details, the foster children are in our care due to the father's severe mental illness. He loves the kids, but he is incapable of providing a stable home. We know nothing of the girlfriend other than she thinks the father is an acceptable person to live with, which makes me question her mental health. Just a little bit. But at the same time, to be fair. No, I was going to say it depends how bad the mental illness is, but obviously if it's bad enough for him to not care for his own children, yeah, I'm agreeing with you now. My husband and I have a short and private discussion and decided isn't harming anything to let them stay for dinner. Which, I mean, I get it. You don't want to be the one that kind of kicks the dad out from seeing the kids, right? You're like, what kind of position? I mean, it puts you in an awful position so far. So we get out a few more chairs and they make up some plates of food. All right. While we are all sitting outside having dinner, I notice the girlfriend isn't outside anymore. Where's she going? I go into the house and she is snooping around the kitchen. Like full on snooping, like opening drawers, looking all around. I ask her what she's doing and she says she's looking for something. I tell her to get out of my house. She doesn't. So I yelled at her to get out. After I yelled, "Get out," she starts crying and does leave the house for the backyard. Wrong way, chick. Wrong way. A few minutes later, bio father and girlfriend leave. Bye. The next day, the bio father sends a text message that says we made his girlfriend feel uninvited to our house. Well, she wasn't invited to begin with, so who made her feel uninvited? The family whose house she just kind of showed up to? Or the guy that didn't tell them that she was coming and dragged her there anyway? You know? And they say that they're not going to be coming around anymore, which I'm not in agreement with because his children are there. He called me an arsehole because I kicked her out of the house. He hasn't come to visit since that day. My family, including the biological father's own mother, who heard the story through the grapevine, so called us to ask what happened, say I'm not the arsehole. However, I feel like one because he hasn't come to visit with his kids because he thinks I'm one. No. He hasn't come. That's not why. See, this one I have a clear vision of. He's not coming anymore, not because you're the arsehole and he's thinking you're the arsehole. No. He's not coming anymore because he chose his girlfriend over his children. And the fact that his girlfriend, she felt uninvited going to your house when she wasn't invited. So it's like an excuse. If anything, in my personal opinion, he was probably already looking for it out to come and visit the children. And then this just gave him one. My whole thing would be, yeah, well, she made me feel pretty uncomfortable when she was searching through my kitchen when I wasn't in there, just on her own. And, you know, we got to question what she was doing there. So, I don't think you're the arsehole. I think he's being the arsehole, especially since he's picking the girlfriend over his own kids. You never do that. You always ditch whoever you're dating for your children. If it's even a question, if you need to, do it. Do it automatically. Kids always come first. Let's see if the peoples agree with me. Not the arsehole. Trust your gut. You caught her in the kitchen. If left unobserved, who knows where she might have gone in your house and what she might have done or what she might have taken. That's what I'm thinking. I'm like, bitch was stealing, okay? The bio dad can't be trusted to have the best judgment, so I would not necessarily trust the woman. And that's the thing, sweetie. He doesn't have good judgment. So don't trust him when he says you're the arsehole, okay? She was definitely scoping the place out, and I suspect something valuable would have gone missing once she found something. Yeah, like, what were you trying to find again? Lots of people keep their medications in the kitchen. That's my first. Okay, well, we don't really need to speculate on all that. Come on, guys. Sometimes you're a little mean. Thank you for letting me know. Oh, wait. They didn't know. So maybe it's a good thing you said that, sorry. If she needed something from inside, she could ask. She didn't. The OP did nothing wrong. Really, I think any of us would be like, why are you snooping in my kitchen? Get out of here. You weren't even invited to begin with. Now you're in my kitchen snooping. What are you doing? Goodbye. Not the arsehole. Trust your gut 100%. Always in these situations, especially since you're the one protecting those kids in that house. I'm also thinking of that. You got these kids upstairs you got to think about too. It doesn't matter that it's the bio dad's girlfriend. Like I said, you don't know anything about her. Who's this girl? She could be a prostitute off the street for all you know. They paid that night, you know. We don't know who she is. So you just gotta be careful. Not only does the bio dad not have the best judgment, but he's placing his girlfriend's feelings over seeing his children. And see, that's my issue. That's my main issue with this dude. Not that I would really expect bio dad to put his children first, given the history, right? But it's not like OP told him he's no longer welcome. He chose to stick by girlfriend's side and to not see his kids as a result. See, I don't remember her saying that they're never welcome again. She's just getting in my house right now. If this woman and him would have been adults and apologized and explained themselves and something, I'm sure that they could have worked this out. And when this person says, right, what was she looking for? Well, that's what I'm wondering. Like, you're not getting much for that silverware there, sweetheart. So I don't know. Let me know if you agree. Was she the arsehole? I'm thinking he is. It's him.
Woo, those were some stories. So please do let me know down in the comments below which story was your favorite and also which one of these people are arseholes. I think in most cases all of them are, but that's just me, so let me know what you think down below. And no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Take care. I will see you in the next one. Bye! And don't be an asshole.